Welcome to Discover Janesville. My name is Yuri Rashkin, and today we are guests here at UW-Rock County at the Hyatt Hall. And my next guest is Biby. Jean, thank you.
You bet.
It's great to have you on because when I was doing my research, you're so active. For instance, I know that you went to Ziegler-Royalton Community High School.
And that equates with active.
And active in the sense that there's a fair amount of information out there about Biby because you're an active member of society,
Yeah.
which is something I always enjoy highlighting on Discover Janesville.
Right.
Master's in 85, PhD 99. Here you are, UW-Rock County.
Yeah. Yeah.
Tell me a little bit about the journey that brought you here.
It was like all of life's journeys. Basically, I went to Kentucky for my undergraduate school and got involved in housing, which is, dorm life, residence life, that kind of stuff, and decided to stay and get my master's degree there. And I was a hall director at that time. And then I ended up in administration in housing, and I was actually the assistant director of housing there at Murray State for 3 or 4 years. Did a side stint over in Indiana and a year in Missouri, and then I came back and was employment manager at the university for a while, and then I quit and decided I wanted to go back to school full-time to work on my PhD, and got that completed in 1999. And then because of circumstances, ended up as a city manager for 6 years before I came to Wisconsin. Yes.
So the city manager experience is actually a fairly recent phenomenon.
It actually is. Matter of fact, it preceded this stint by just a couple months. Yeah.
So you do productions, you teach classes, you do communication and theater.
I do.
UW-Rock.
I do. Actually, my master's is in speech and my PhD is in theater, and then my undergraduate degree was in theater. So I've got a combination of both. So I teach public speaking, interpersonal communications, those kind of things, as well as intro to theater courses, acting courses, and then director productions here on campus.
All right. So what is your favorite production so far? Is it the next one you're going to do, or
isn't that the answer I'm supposed to give?
So I figured I'd take that right off the table.
Yeah, exactly. Probably the most fun I had was with the Rocky Horror Show. We had a really good time. We had really good crowds out here for that. But of course, the favorite production is the one that always closed. So that would be there. Yeah.
And that was something that's unique because it sounds like that's going to go big, and you managed to get the rights for that and perform it
Possibly, yeah. There were rumored that it was going to open on Broadway in 2011. Checked a news article on New York Times yesterday just to see whether by chance it was mentioned, and so far nothing, but we're kind of waiting to see.
Created quite a stir here.
It did, a little controversial, but that's me. I kind of like things that are edgy and push people's buttons.
All right. So, speaking of controversial or not, you're involved with many different theater organizations, I found out. You're a member of Southeastern Theater Conference.
Yeah.
And then you're involved with the National Society for the Preservation of Tent, Folk, and Repertoire Theater.
Yes. The Southeastern Theater Conference, actually, I started in 1980-something as a student because I lived in that region. And that conference is unique in that it combines both professional auditions for people who are looking for acting jobs or directing gigs, in addition to scholarship. So it's a unique conference in that you can go to that conference and get that professional side of theater as well as the educational side of theater. And so typically I do 2 or 3 presentations every year down there, getting ready to take over one of the subcommittees, which is the Theater History Subcommittee of the Southeastern Theater Conference. That's going to start for me next year. Then the 10th Theater Conference actually occurs in Iowa. And basically the museum was created to preserve a phenomena that happened years ago called tent theater, where people went around the countryside, set up a tent, and performed theatrical productions. So it actually is a museum, and then what it does once a year is host a conference trying to highlight research in the areas of tent theater. So
I would imagine it's a pretty long history.
It is actually. It started in the late 1800s, and the peak of tent theater was the 30s and 40s, actually, and then it started to fade out after that because of television and movies and that.
We
kind
can't
of
all
stuff.
gather in a tent and watch TV?
Exactly. Well, we could, but
Not the same.
yeah, exactly.
All right. And then I found out that your nickname is Nigel.
It is.
Care to shed some light on how that occurred?
No real mystery there. I was walking through the lobby, my first semester here, actually, and one of my students, as I was walking by, said, you look like a Nigel. Would you mind if we call you Nigel? And I was like, I don't care. So it stuck. That's it.
Very good.
Yeah.
It's by popular demand.
There you go.
There's an I Love H. Gene Biby page on Facebook. And it wasn't even started by you. It was started by two other people.
I know. Matter of fact, I don't even know that I've visited the page, to tell you the truth.
So why do you think that is? Why do people love H. Gene Biby?
Wow. Good
Right.
question.
Well,
Don't know,
thank you. I
really.
specialize in that. Anyway, moving on. You're a reader and a reviewer on Amazon.
I am.
See, another great installment in the Benjamin Justice series.
Yeah, that was the one and only time I've ever done that. Yes.
Right. Well,
Yes.
go Google. And
Yeah.
you're a mentor for college Democrats, and you're also
Yes.
vice president of United Arts Alliance. So you're.
No, I am not. I'm just a board member.
Why are you so involved? Why do you feel that it's important to be?
Well, I think it's important to be part of your community where you live, of course. And then as a university, that's part of our mission to reach out. And so therefore, anything that we can do to get the community involved in what we're doing here on campus, as well as recruit potential future students, you bet we need to do it. So,
All right.
yeah.
Well, and
What other things do you have
See-
on that paper there?
that's mostly it. Although what I did wanted to do, because I'm a fan of James Lipton, actor,
Yes, the Actor Studio.
the actor studio.
Yeah.
I figured we could end our interview with 10 questions.
Oh, great.
What are the chances that either one of us will have a chance to do it on the actual show? So I will just
That's
ask you.
Okay.
There you go. What is your favorite word?
I can't say that on camera. Onomatopoeia.
Very good. What is your least favorite word?
No.
What turns you on?
Good theater.
What turns you off?
Bad theater.
What sound do you love?
Laughter.
What sound do you hate?
Construction noise.
What is your favorite curse word?
I can't say it out loud.
What profession other than yours would you like to attempt?
Novelist.
What profession would you not like to do?
Anything that requires manual labor.
If heaven exists, what would you like to hear God say when you arrive at the pearly gates?
You get a chance to do it again.
Excellent. Gene, thank you very much.
Thank you, sir.